Welcome all of you to this our program that we have started with our NEET toppers, right? And today we are going to be candid with Anchit, ANCHIT, who basically cracked NEET with All India rank 225. Imagine, out of 2 million students, Anchit rank is 225. Currently, Anchit is part of prestigious Maulana Azad Medical College. That's it. So here we are going to be candid with Anchit. We are going to ask about his journey, about his experience, and people who are hearing at present, the thousands of people in US, Middle East, Southeast Asia, India, they basically are going to take Ankit word by word, his advice and everything. Ankit basically is a mind and brain and aptitude who is refined. So whatever An- Anchit speaks, that basically is the signature statement for all those who have been preparing for NEET. That's it. So Ankit, first of all, very much congratulations on your grand success in this
Thank you,
NEET
sir.
2023. The whole Test Prep Card family is proud of you, right?
Thank you, sir.
That's it. So Ankit, here we are being candid with you, and it is something that it would be completely uncut, unedited, and it will be going to the people and the people who are hearing you at present, right? So Ankit, first of all, I just wanted to know that you have grabbed all India rank 225 in NEET. Were you expecting this?
So basically, I was expecting I was expecting better than this uh, because after the exam, my score was 700. So if we follow the previous trends, that is 2022. So you can get way better rank at this marks. So
Hmm.
I expected that I can be in top 100 or top 200, but but there was but back in my mind there was this fact that this year the paper was easier than the previous year. So I expected that there would be some inflation, but 225 was a bit more inflation as per that year. So yeah, that was the case with me.
Okay. So if you are expecting, I mean, you said that you are expecting better than that. What were you expecting? You were expecting AIR 1, 2, or 3
No, no, in at least in top 100, I was expecting
in
top
top
100 or
100,
top
right?
200, not beyond 200.
Right. So I personally don't think that AIR 1 and AIR 100 and it's that not that much of difference. That's it. So you have made all of us very proud. Now the thing is that we just wanted to know something about the schooling, about your family. What is that? Could you please tell us?
Okay, so I was born and brought up in MP, and I did my schooling from there itself. And during my 11th and 12th, I came to Delhi to study just normal schooling.
Okay. And what about your family? What
Okay,
does your dad do?
so my dad is an engineer in a government institution, basically a
Hmm.
defense engineer,
Hmm.
and
And
my mom is a housekeeper.
siblings? And your any
And
sibling?
yeah, I have a smaller sister, younger sister.
Okay. So Anchit, when did you take a decision that you had to pursue medicine? Which grade you were in?
So the fact that I would pursue medicine, this was in the back of my mind, I guess, in ninth or but in ninth, but when COVID arrived in 10th class, then I made this firm decision that I would continue medicine just because I was more inclined towards it.
Okay. And you can say that this COVID showed you the real role of doctors in the society. Is it like that? That inspired
Yes,
you?
yes, yes. So basically, COVID showed me that how much important this noble profession is. Yeah, and
It
so
means
that's why it
that,
was definitely a motivating factor.
yeah, it means your decision was concrete when you saw this whole debacle because of this COVID and you took a decision that you can serve the society by being a
Yes, yes,
doctor.
yes, yes,
That's it. But again, I would say that there was a factor that even the doctors, they were suffering this infection and all, even there was danger, jeopardy to their life. So
yes.
still why? From where does the motivation come?
So the motivation comes from the fact that when you treat a patient and when you see in his eyes that he is satisfied from you, so it is the patient satisfaction which drives you through the
Correct.
journey.
Anchit, I just want to know that what were the factors that have contributed to your success in this NEET? I mean, we can divide into two, three parts. First of all, the motivation which is coming from within, first part. Second, the motivation which is coming from the family members. Third, the motivation, if there are other factors of motivation, let me know.
So basically, the main factor which helped me to achieve this rank was basically I learned from my peers a lot. So what I believe is that nobody is perfect, and everybody is born with some genetic predispositions which help them to do a particular thing in a better way. So what I did is that I knew that I am not perfect. So I just watched people from so I just watched people who are around me who are preparing for the same exam and have the same target as me, and I watched them that what they do which I don't. So I basically learned from them. So that was a big motivating factor that people that there are better people than me who are giving this exam. So this helped me to see in my to see and reflect in myself that where am I lacking at, and by this self-constructive way, I learned my way through it, and that was the main factor which helped me to achieve this. Second, if I talk about my parents, so my parents always motivated me to study harder, to give my best. So the main thing was to not to think about the result because it is not always in our hands. It's just about how what is your luck and how are you thinking on the D day. So my parents just said that you give your best. What will happen? We will accept that. The main thing is to give your best in the present so that you won't regret later. And that's all. So these two were the most important factors that helped me.
I mean, to say, how would you define your best support system for the
My
success in
parents,
NEET?
yeah. My
Your
parents were
parents.
always the only support system I had. That's because whenever I had a problem, I went to them. I asked them what should I do, and they always counseled me better. Second, my teachers also helped me to find
Right.
ways that how that where am I lacking? Where is the exact lacuna where I am missing out to achieve more marks?
So, Anchit, NEET is all about 180 questions to be done within 200 minutes.
Yes,
There are
yes.
45 questions of physics, 45 of chemistry, 90 questions of biology divided into geology and botany.
Mhm.
So, when we are talking about this NEET, I mean, what basically was your study plan?
So my study plan was that first of all, I thought that the whole syllabus is not divided into three subjects, but there are four subjects: physics, chemistry, botany, and zoology. And zoology. You always need to take biology as two subjects and not one. And that's how you have to allocate your time and your resources towards preparing for NEET. And second is that my plan was to take one step at a time, to not be astonished by the fact that you haven't completed most of the syllabus, but taking the syllabus one step at a time and being consistent with it and giving 100%. That's how you're gonna complete the syllabus in approximately, I guess, 1 to 1.5 years is way more than that to complete the 76 chapters which we have currently in it. So yeah, one step at a time and being consistent with it.
Right. Now, what I am saying that out of the three subjects, physics, chemistry, and biology, which one do you think is the most important?
We have seen the current scenario. I can't I can't I can't say that any subject is more important than the other because ultimately each and every mark is going to decide your rank. Especially seeing the current scenario where even a mark that you have attempted a question or you have done a question wrong, it can affect your rank way more than you can think. So I think all the three subjects or to be exact four subjects are equally important and just are equally important. So you should allocate your resources as per the time you have as your inclination towards the subject. For example, if you are inclined towards a particular subject, then you should give it less time uh, uh, because you will uh, because you will learn it more naturally than the other subjects, and you should always focus on your weak areas.
So, out of the three subjects of physics, chemistry, and biology, did you give priority to any of the subjects?
Mm. So if I think about this, then particularly in my 11th, I was way weaker in organic chemistry, and the subject I was not even able to grasp it, nor even able to attempt the questions of it. So I was way weaker in organic chemistry and some part of the physics like rotational motion. and the subjects and the topics which lie at the end of the curriculum, I was way weaker in that. So basically in 12th, what I did was that I allocated more time to these subjects like organic chemistry and physics. So I tried to so first I tried to understand these subjects and then how to solve the questions, how to approach the questions. So that was the plan in my 12th, that I allocated more time to organic, inorganic, and physics.
Right. See,
And
it is
and
always
since
said that, yeah, please go ahead.
yes, yes, you can ask.
Okay. It is always said that out of the three subjects of physics, chemistry, and biology, physics is tougher and physics is going to be the decider for NEET. Is it correct?
Yeah, yeah, you can partly say that this is the main decider for the need for deciding the ranks. But seeing the current scenario, I can't say that because people are scoring 180 out of 180 in physics also. So I don't think that physics is now such a determining factor.
Hmm.
Now the factor which determines your rank is not any subject, but your accuracy and how much time efficient you are, and how
Hmm.
much can you focus on a particular and how much you can focus on the questions which you have.
Hmm.
Because now need is just about two things: accuracy and being time efficient.
Hmm. See, when we are talking about NEET, there are many factors in this. Your study plan, your, as you said, that giving importance to time and accuracy, practicing, also deciding the priority of the subject. So I just wanted to know in detail what basically was your study plan for NEET, because this is the part that most of the students would be interested in hearing too.
So my study plan was from so my study plan was basically right from the 11th. I decided that I will not waste my time, and I will start right from the beginning of my 11th class. So I allocated I allocated specific chapters to specific durations. Like I divided the complete syllabus, the entire syllabus, into many blocks, like
Hmm.
block A, block B, and I decided that with completion of this time, I will have to complete this topic, and then I will give test and then I will give test as per that. So this
You will
so this
give
helped me
test
to
as per that means what? I mean, how are you
as
synchronizing
per
your test with your
as per the
theory
syllabus
part?
covered as per the syllabus covered. I mean,
No, I mean to say, for example, in physics, there is kinematics.
okay,
So you are saying that you first of all would be finishing the whole physics
no
and
no
then
no
you
no
would be
no
at, yeah,
no
whole
no
kinematics part.
I no no what I'm saying is that I will divide the whole year into three or four blocks, or more than that depending on the subject, and then and then first I will focus to complete that block, and then after finishing that block, I will attempt a test which contains questions from only that block. So this helped me.
You mean to say the units,
Yeah, units. So
right?
this helped me to complete my syllabus and being confident that I have completed this portion of my syllabus, and this compiled over the year helped me to complete my whole syllabus.
Okay, I mean, when we are talking about a high power examination like NEET, so definitely without a strategy, without plan, without executing that, you won't be successful. So
Yeah, yeah.
here we believe that the role of time management is very big. So how did
Mhm.
you schedule your studies? How did you manage your time?
So when I started my preparation, I had no idea that how I am gonna allocate my resources, how I'm gonna allocate my time to the various subjects. But once I started studying, I started to realize that physics, that I am bad at physics, chemistry, I am good at chemistry, biology. The facts and the points, they are it's difficult to remember them for me. So when you know that where you are best and where you are worst, that will help you to allocate your time to different topics. For example, initially I found the numericals in physics to be difficult for me. So I thought that I would allocate more time to physics. For example, I had set a target that every day I will solve at least 50 to 60 questions of physics of the topic which I am currently studying, and the back topics that I have completed already. So this was for physics. When I'm studying chemistry, uh, so I started with physical chemistry. So so it was easy. So it was relatively easier for me. But once the syllabus proceeded, and I tackled inorganic chemistry, then I encountered a severe problem that I was not able to memorize the facts of inorganic, and the exceptions were and I was not able to learn and memorize the exceptions well. So I again thought that I will that I will make a copy, and I will list all the facts to be remembered and all the exceptions in it, and I will revise it daily. By this way, I knew that what I have to do in that particular time, and I divided my the whole day into different slots, and the slots depended on my mood on that day. That okay, so in the morning usually I used to feel lazier. That's not usual, but I used to feel lazy. So that's why I used to keep topics like physical chemistry, which I am good at that time. And then as the day progressed, I I used to feel I used to feel more energized. So that was a point that so that was a time when I used to do the subjects which I'm most weaker at. That is physics and inorganic chemistry, so that I can memorize well. And in the night, I used to allocate my time to biology, as it was easier for me relatively than the other subjects.
So thanks for sharing your whole strategy just to complete this, the NEET syllabus, right? So Anchit, we also understand that preparing for NEET is a journey.
Mm.
In this journey, sometime you feel that you are quite elated because everything is going your way. Sometimes you feel distressed, depressed because things are not going your way. Managing when you are in the good, happy mood, when things are going your way, it's very easy. But how did you control yourself when things were not going your way? How?
So, so it is a very long journey. That is 2 years. So there are many points of time where you feel very disheartened. Either your marks are not coming as per the efforts you are giving, or you are not able to understand the topic, or you are not able to maintain discipline. So wherever the problem is, you need to understand that you will have to face it. It's you who are going to face it. So you will have to maintain a a calm composure. And and when you think that so when you feel depressed, what you need to do is you need to exactly pinpoint that where am I lacking at, what is the main thing which is causing this depression. And once you have found that this is the point, that this is the place where I'm lacking at. For example, these are the numericals where I'm lacking at. These are the concepts where I am lacking at, which is uh, which is disturbing my whole mental health. That's when you have to think that how can I solve these. And that's when the point that you have to learn from your peers. It plays a great role, that how are they understanding the topic, how are they able to solve the topic and you not. So by that way you can understand that where am I lacking at. And second and second and second there are many a times when we are not feeling good, when we are just not motivated to study, we are thinking that all our efforts are going in vain. So that is the point that we need a counselor. And in most cases the counselor is a family member or any sibling or a teacher. You will have to share your exact thoughts with them, and you will have to be completely transparent. You don't have to shy away from sharing from them, they because they encounter a lot of students in their as their profession is a teacher. So they encounter a lot of students, and and they already know that how a student behaves to certain kind of problems or certain kind of
Right.
depressions. So you have to just go to a counselor, uh, 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 which can be a sibling, your parent or your teacher, and you have to share your problem. And I think that you will definitely get a solution. And the thing is that you will have to implement the solution, and that's where your willpower will play a major role.
Correct. Now the thing is that what would be your advice to the NEET aspirants all over the world?
So my first advice would be that you have taken this decision that you are going to give NEET, and you will have to be firm with it. That every time during this 2 year long preparation, you need to be completely aware of this fact that you are giving this exam. This will help you to maintain your discipline. Whenever you think that you are not studying, or you are just just drifting apart from your routine. So you need to reconcile and remember the fact that you are giving this examination, which is a very competitive examination, which is given by a lot number of students throughout the world. So once you know this fact, there would be internal motivation, there would be intrinsic motivation which will force you to work, and you will be willing to work, because you know that if you won't work, then things will not work out.
That's it. So what are your hobbies? Can we know something about this?
So hobbies are a major role in this 2 year long journey
Mm,
because hobbies are those things which will help you to rejuvenate yourself
mm,
after a tiring study session. So my main hobby was to play badminton. I used to play 1 hour to 1 to 1.5 hours 1 to 1.5 hours of badminton every day.
mm.
So that's how I so that was just hobby.
Great. So, Anchit, the whole Test Prep Card family is proud of you. We are wishing many more success, right? Many feathers in a cap, right? You really have made all of us very proud. We wish you all the best. Thank you very much, Anchit, and take care of yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.